MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show, and in studio with us today we've got Chou. He is the founder of Fresh and Yummy, and they are both a retail store, an importer, an exporter, and a wholesaler. They do lots of things like many of us. And the question for us today is really, how does Kevin think about growing his wholesale business? So Kevin, the concept for me here is to try and move away from price. So you want price to be, okay, your price is good. But some days your price is going to be a few cents or maybe a rand more than, one of your competitors.
Yeah.
So you need to be known for something else. And that is the fact, that's why my last question to you was around supply and what would happen if you doubled your supply. Would that be a problem? And what we're trying to communicate there is we're trying to communicate reliability, that you're reliable, and that people can ensure that if they've got something on the menu, they can sell it on the menu.
Yeah, sure.
Because for them, if that's not on the menu, then they're going to lose out on sales. They'll be seen as non-reliable, okay, as well. So to me, the thinking there is getting across the fact that you've got supply, and that's about reliability. That it needs to. So when you think about Fresh and Yummy, I don't know if that's your brand name. Do you go for the same brand for the wholesale?
Yeah, same
brand.
Yeah.
So Fresh and Yummy needs to be reliable and in stock. Like if that was a tagline that you could use we're reliable and we're always in stock. We've got stock for you, right? Those are the things that you need to get across to your client base, and to build that as your brand differentiator. Because otherwise, if you're going to fight on price, you're going to let somebody in, who's going to come in and say, I can get it cheaper. But I know you say you control the value chain, which I think is incredibly powerful, because it means to me that somebody else is going to find it much more difficult to compete with you on price. But we got to think about a moment when that's going to go away, because somebody else is going to control some other value chain, and they're going to come and compete with you.
True.
Right? So you need to be known as the reliable supplier. Okay. Then the second thing which we didn't talk about is speed to deliver. That if I get an order, is I'm not only reliable, but if I've run out of stock as a hotel or a restaurant, I can WhatsApp Kevin, and same day, next day, whatever the case may be, I'm quick to deliver. So I'm reliable and quick to deliver. That means I have to have the means to do that, which is the delivery vehicles and also the logistics, because if that revenue now doubles or triples, the complexity around that increases. And now you can't get to all of them all of the time. You spoke about wanting to open up in Johannesburg and Durban and other places. Now it's about controls in those places, staff in those places. You can't be reliable. You can't say reliable in Gauteng and not so reliable in KZN. You can't have that. You have to be reliable. If you're going to build your brand on reliability, you have to have that. That means that your controls around that have to be in place. Okay. So speed to deliver, I would work as my second value proposition. If you call me before 10 o'clock, you're going to get it by 5 o'clock. You're going to get it for the evening trade. That kind of promise that you make. I would go as far as thinking about a guarantee, right? So I wouldn't put the guarantee in place up front, but I would in my mind play a game to say, if I put out a guarantee that if you call by 10, you'll have it by 5, otherwise your money back. To see if you can do that easily as you scale. Because at some point you're going to want to promise that, okay? Unless you're promising that now. You want to promise that, and to see what breaks in actually delivering on that. So you want to put yourself under a kind of pressure for a fake guarantee in your head first, to get to the point where you can guarantee. Now, if you think about a new person coming to compete with you, you've always got stuff in stock, you've spoken about your price, you got speed, and now you're guaranteeing that speed. It's hard to compete with you now. Now when you go into another territory, you've got 4 things to fight with. The price, continuous supply, the speed to deliver, and the guarantee. You're going in with 4 things to compete with. The terms needs to be, it's the place, if you think about how the big chains squashed the smaller operators in South Africa in the clothing space, they offered credit. And then the small retailers couldn't offer credit, and many of them got wiped out. When the big chains came in and offered credit, they wiped out much of their competition. You've got an opportunity for that if you get better, is to offer those terms. And so you have to become good at making the right decision, because you can give somebody terms that they might not pay you.
Yeah.
You're right? And that's a problem for your cash flow. So the other competency you need to build up is how you think about providing terms. So it might be that it's a relationship, but a relationship doesn't scale, because in Durban and Cape Town and Bloem, you're not going to have the same relationships. So what's the mechanism by which you can determine whether you're going to give terms or not terms beyond relationship? Okay, so you have to build that the rule set and the controls and the processes around that. But I think terms is a big sales point for me. But you can't just offer it at scale, because I get why you're doing it now, because you know the people. But I'm thinking beyond you knowing the people. So now you're coming out with 5 things: reliability, price, speed to deliver, guarantee, and terms. You become unbeatable to me with those 5, weapons in your arsenal. And let's go to the last thing, which is your communication, which is around how you communicate. I think it's, if you start to tier your clients, you need to, if there's fresh stuff you're getting or more exotic fish that you are, or seafood that you're getting in, that to offer that in terms of your premium clients first, and start to tier your WhatsApp groups. Okay, and let them try and be on the number 1 WhatsApp group. So when something exotic comes in, that you say, okay, today we've got fresh, whatever it is, in stock. I've got X amount of kgs, first come, first serve. So they know to move quickly with you. And so you break your supply into, let's call it your regular supply and your special supply. And only your special clients who get first preference on special supply. That means that if they fall below the threshold of the special clients, they don't pay, they don't buy enough, etc., they don't get that last piece, which is the exotic supply or the special supply. So it means they want to keep in that first tier. I don't know if you're following.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's all I've got to share with you as ideas, those differentiators. I hope I gave you
much appreciated.
a thing to think about, and I hope anyone who's in the wholesale space right now also got some value from that. We're going to take a break now. See you later.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.